To many, Ohio is flyover country. Many pass over or through the state without giving much thought to what lies inside her borders. But Ohio has been central to America's history, sometimes leading it, sometimes following it, but oftentimes mirroring it. White settlers moved into Ohio through the Cumberland Pass and into eastern Ohio. They also crossed into Ohio at Marietta, which was one of the state's first white settlements. In Ohio's early days, interactions with natives were both diplomatic and disastrous. Near present-day New Philadelphia, a band of Moravian descendants set up a commune in harmony with the Delaware Indians and showed that peace and prosperity was possible between the two. But with the flood of migration into Ohio, large cities would develop and further grow during the Industrial Age. At first, trails brought those to Ohio, but early into statehood, canals linked Lake Erie to the Ohio River, and cities such as Cleveland, Akron, Toledo, and Cincinnati began to grow. Railways soon bypassed the canals, and Ohio was again central to that development. Today, interstate highways bisect the state, moving people and products within and through the state, much like the trails, canals, and rail lines of generations before. People, products, and ideas have moved in and through the state, heavily influenced by those who created those networks. The very reason Ohio is flyover country is thanks to the efforts of a pair of Dayton brothers. But the spirit of invention did not start nor end with them, and countless other Ohioans have been part of the innovation of a nation. Dayton still lays claim to more patents per capita than any other location in the nation. The spirit of flight is readily evident in Ohio from the National Museum of the United States Air Force in Dayton, the Military Air Preservation Society in Akron, the Goodyear Blimp Hangar in Suffield and Portage County, and the NASA John H. Glenn Research Facility in Cleveland. But Ohio is more than innovation in technology. The state was the birthplace of professional football and rock and roll, hence the Hall of Fames within her borders. More professional sports teams call Ohio home than just about any other state. Canton's Pro Football Hall of Fame reveals the history and legacy of the sport that is the world's dominant entertainment franchise. Rock and roll is also an Ohio product, coined from the Cleveland radio personality Alan Freed, who promoted the first rock concert in history under the name Moondog Coronation Ball. But undoubtedly, Ohio has held center stage in the politics of the nation. The state has always been a political swinger. Ohio claims 8 presidents as her own, although not without turmoil and tragedy. Half her presidents died in office, 2 from illness and 2 from an assassin's bullet. The others were somewhat ignominious in their success, and what is oft remembered are the scandals in one form or another, including the only president, William H. Taft, to find himself physically stuck in the White House bathtub. But it is precisely the essence of Ohio that puts us on the election map. Ohio is America. She has big cities and sprawling farms. Ohio has suburban growth with soccer moms, minivans, and destination malls. The state has had its share of wealthy industrialists and philanthropists, entrepreneurs, and venture capitalists. Some are still here. There is a robust middle class, ethnic enclaves, a strong Union legacy, and unfortunately evidence of underprivileged and poor. It was written in The Economist in 2005 that, quote, "This slice of the Midwest contains a bit of everything American, part northeastern and part southern, part urban and part rural, part hardscrabble poverty and part booming suburb." Quite literally, when you look at what makes up the American experience, look within Ohio's borders, and you will find it. Ohio has it all. Today the state is filled with the places that have both defined the state and the nation. For to put it simply, as Ohio goes, so goes the nation.